Is it possible for a single song to truly reshape the power map of the global music industry in just 24 hours? Or is this merely fandom euphoria amplified by numbers? When the figure of 15.9 million appeared on timelines and struck public awareness like lightning across a clear sky, many fell silent, some were stunned, and the rest wondered in a skeptical tone. Did we just witness the highest debut record in the history of K-pop on Spotify Global? Or a moment that redefined the standard of digital success? In an era when millions of songs are released every week and public attention fragments within seconds, one song title stood almost untouchable, igniting academic, emotional, and provocative discussions all at once. That song is 7 by Jungkook. It all began when the prominent music account About Music with the handle @AboutMusicYT released the latest data regarding the biggest K-pop song debuts in history on Spotify Global through the platform X. In an instant, the infographic spread, shared thousands of times, sparking cross-country conversations and triggering waves of pride as well as debate among fans. Not without reason. The figure of 15.9 million streams on the first day is not merely a statistic. It is a symbol of dominance, proof of the driving force of a global fandom, and at the same time a statement that the K-pop landscape has undergone a significant structural shift. And the list that was shared, 9 K-pop songs with the largest streaming debuts on Spotify Global, were neatly arranged based on first-day streaming numbers. At the top, 7 by Jungkook stood firmly with 15.9 million streams. The gap felt striking when compared to second place, occupied by Butter by BTS with 11 million streams. Below it, Pink Venom by Blackpink recorded 7.93 million, followed by Who with 7.9 million, then Dynamite at 7.7 million. The lineup continued with Permission to Dance reaching 7.3 million, Take Two with 7.2 million, Yet to Come at 7.1 million, and finally Jump at 7.02 million. 6 of the 9 positions were occupied by BTS or its solo members, including Jungkook and Jimin, a dominance difficult to ignore even by the most skeptical observers. This phenomenon cannot be separated from the position of Spotify Global as one of the main barometers of music popularity in the digital era. In creative industry studies, streaming platforms are not merely distribution media, but symbolic arenas of competition where numbers represent cultural capital and global influence. When one song surpasses achievements previously considered extraordinary, the implications extend to marketing strategies, distribution models, and even public perceptions of artistic supremacy. The record of 15.9 million streams on the first day became a kind of statistical anomaly that forced many to reassess old assumptions about the maximum limits of a K-pop song debut. Public reactions on X revealed a broad spectrum of emotions. ARMY, the name for the BTS fandom, flooded the comment sections with expressions of pride and claims that Jungkook and Jimin deserve to be called the king of K-pop. One of the most highlighted comments read, "BTS with 7-9 songs is the reason why they are the global it group." The sentence was not merely a fanatical statement, but also a reflection of collective perception regarding BTS's position within the global industry hierarchy. On the other hand, some netizens questioned whether the number was entirely organic or driven by massive fandom mobilization, sparking discussions about streaming dynamics in the digital era. Yet regardless of the debate, the fact that 7 managed to record a gap of nearly 5 million streams from second place introduced a dimension of surprise that is difficult to deny. In the context of tight competition and a global fanbase distributed across time zones, this achievement demonstrates an extraordinary level of coordination, enthusiasm, and market penetration. Academically, it can be read as a manifestation of the power of organized digital social networks, where fandom is no longer merely a community of admirers, but a collective actor with tangible economic influence. The dominance of BTS in the list further strengthens the narrative of them as the global it group. Since breaking into the Western market with Dynamite and Butter, BTS has consistently shattered geographical and linguistic boundaries, building a reputation as a symbol of K-pop globalization. The presence of Jungkook and Jimin as soloists who continue to record high numbers indicates that the collective BTS brand possesses elasticity, capable of transforming into individual power without losing momentum. The question that now emerges is no longer whether 7 broke a record, but to what extent this record will alter expectations for future K-pop releases. Will the figure of 15.9 million become the new standard every major comeback must chase? Or will it stand as a unique achievement that is difficult to replicate? In a highly competitive and rapidly changing industry, every major number carries psychological consequences for other artists and record labels. Amid all the euphoria, one thing is clear: the data released by About Music has become a catalyst for global conversation. It is not merely a statistical list, but a mirror of power dynamics, fandom loyalty, and the transformation of music consumption in the streaming era. When one song can spark cross-continental discourse, mobilize millions to listen simultaneously, and place its name at the top of the global chart, we may indeed be witnessing more than just a record. We are witnessing a moment when numbers turn into narrative, and that narrative affirms that within the landscape of Spotify Global, Seven has carved a mark that will be difficult to erase from the history of K-pop. If examined more deeply, the achievement of 15.9 million streams in a single day is not merely about fleeting popularity, but a reflection of the shifting patterns of global music consumption that are increasingly centered on release momentum. In the theory of the attention economy, a debut moment is the most crucial point because it combines expectation, curiosity, and audience loyalty into one explosive surge of digital traffic. When Seven was released, what occurred was not simply the launch of a track, but a cultural event prepared with weeks of intense promotion, teasers, and online discourse. The result was a concentration of streams so massive that it created a significant gap from its closest competitor. The comparison with Butter, which recorded 11 million streams, reveals an exponential leap in the pull of Jungkook as a solo artist. At its peak, Butter was already considered phenomenal and a symbol of BTS's global penetration into the Western market. So how was Seven able to surpass that benchmark by nearly 5 million streams? Here lies a clue that the power of the BTS brand has evolved. If collective strength was once the primary driving force, the individual identities of its members now carry magnetic power strong enough to stand independently. This phenomenon becomes even more compelling when linked to the dominance of 6 BTS songs and solo member releases within the top 9 K-pop debuts on Spotify Global. The presence of Who in fourth place with 7.9 million streams illustrates that solo dynamics within BTS are not a destructive competition, but rather an expansion of their sphere of influence. Indirectly, the global public is witnessing how one group can fragment into multiple centers of popularity without losing the cohesion of its collective identity. Yet behind those staggering numbers, the discourse surrounding organic or fandom-driven success has resurfaced. Spotify Global has long been regarded as an objective benchmark because it is based on actual play counts, but critics argue that coordinated mass streaming by fandoms plays a significant role. Even so, factoring in fan mobilization does not diminish the magnitude of 15.9 million streams. The scale itself suggests resonance beyond the core fanbase. The song penetrated global playlists, reached casual listeners, and became a talking point in international media. The wave of virality on X after the data was released by About Music further amplified the domino effect. Thousands of reposts and comments created a feedback loop between numbers and narrative. Each time the figure 15.9 million was mentioned, it reinforced the perception that Seven was not just a hit song, but a symbol of new supremacy in the streaming era. At this point, the question grows larger and more provocative. Is this merely the beginning of Jungkook's solo dominance in the global market? Or will the industry soon respond with new strategies designed to challenge and surpass this record? K-pop history shows that every monumental achievement is followed by a new wave of challengers. But for now, 15.9 million stands as a digital monument difficult to displace, marking what feels like a new chapter in the increasingly intense and emotionally charged competition on Spotify Global.